Hello YouTube, Go87 here. I just wanted to make a short video about the quote-unquote war on Christmas. According to Bill O'Reilly and his friends on Fox News, or faux news as I like to call it, there's supposed to be like some kind of war going on Christmas. One point of contention seems to be the Christmas tree, or holiday tree as a lot of people apparently like to call it now, especially if it is in a government office. Now, Bill O'Reilly and his friends would have you believe that there is a war on Christmas, that Christmas is being targeted for extermination or secularization or some crap. But really, I think what the problem is Bill O'Reilly and people like him, very conservative people, they want the Christmas that was around back when they were kids. And what I mean by that is, back when they were kids, everybody had a Christmas tree in their window and lights on the outside of their house, and it seemed like everybody was saying Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, the Christian church. It was a lot less secularized. So of course conservatives who grew up with that kind of exposure to the church at a young age would be upset if such an influence that they found a lot of joy in faded as they got older. One point of contention that seems to come up a lot is the naming of the Christmas tree as the holiday tree in government offices, due to the separation of church and state, which is now being more widely enforced, especially with atheists starting to complain about that kind of religious influence being in a government office. Now, the Christmas tree, it is kind of, in a way, uniquely belonging to Christmas. You don't really have Jews putting up trees unless they're like transplants from the Christian faith, or unless they just want to put up a tree. Islamic people, you don't really see them putting up a tree. It's not an intrinsic part of their faith. And you don't really see them putting up trees very much unless, they want to put up a tree. But it's not an intrinsic part of their faith. But if you think about it, it's not an intrinsic part of the Christian faith either. Jesus never tells his disciples to put up a tree in honor of his birth. And there's no mention of a tree being put up in honor of his birth either. So where did the tree come from? Well, the answer is, it came from pagan Rome and pagan Europe. The Christmas tree was originally a Yule tree, and it was one of those things that the Christian church adopted as part of its Christmas celebrations, because certain pagan transplants into the Christian faith could not give that tradition up. So, what's all this fighting for? Except that Bill O'Reilly and conservatives like him, they see the Christmas tree as a part of the Christian faith because it was something that their parents did when they were kids, and everybody called it a Christmas tree when they were little, and there was no question. It was just something that they grew up with, and that's normal to them. But the problem comes when they try to push that idea of that kind of normal on other people and expect them to adhere to it. And honestly, my thought on the whole matter with the Christmas tree or holiday tree, it's a decoration piece that's put up around Christmas or Yule time or Hanukkah or whatever religious holiday you happen to practice. It's something that's put up, and it's really pretty most of the time. By whatever name it goes by, you still put up a tree. It's still a tree with decorations and lights and stuff on it. So whatever name you happen to call it, it doesn't really matter, because you still have it. And you're still partaking of a tradition which has been around for thousands of years.